Recently, I decided to watch The Dark Knight after a good amount of years, and damn, this film holds up so nicely. If anything, this is more of a re-exploration for me as opposed to diving into it for the first time. I loved how this movie was essentially the Joker's film and he was in control for 99% of the time. Even when it looked like Batman and the cops had him cornered or fooled, just like the mastermind he was, it all ended up being a part of his grand plan, which was chaos. I also love how Batman's moral dilemmas were touched on here and the exploration of Harvey Dent's character as Gotham's White Knight. I'm gonna dive a little bit into these three aspects of the film, so without further ado, let's start off with everyone's maniacal painted clown, the Joker. The Joker, played by Heath Ledger, is the quintessential villain who challenges the very fabric of Gotham City and Batman's moral compass. Unlike many villains who are driven by greed, revenge, or a lust for power, the Joker embodies pure chaos. His motivations are cryptic. He seems to revel in anarchy for its own sake. This is beautifully encapsulated in his infamous line, "Introduce a little bit of anarchy, upset the established order, and everything becomes chaos. I'm an agent of chaos." Terrible impression, but we'll move with it. Ledger's performance is a masterclass in the art of villainy. He oscillates between unsettling calm and manic unpredictability, leaving both the characters and the audience on edge. His method of operation, turning Gotham's citizens against each other, highlights his brilliance. The nerve-wracking sequences, such as the social experiment with the two fairies, reveal his penchant for psychological games. By forcing people to confront their darkest impulses, the Joker becomes more than just a villain. He becomes a mirror reflecting society's fragility. Next up, let's check out the good old bats, shall we? Batman, portrayed by Christian Bale, faces an unprecedented challenge in the Joker. This isn't just a physical confrontation, it's a battle of ideologies. The Joker seeks to prove that deep down, everyone is as corruptible as he is, while Batman stands as a symbol of hope and order. The tension builds as Batman realizes that the Joker's chaos is eroding the very principles he stands for. One of the film's most poignant moments occurs when Batman must choose between saving Harvey Dent and Rachel Dawes. The Joker has them placed in separate locations, rigged to explode. Batman's inability to save both represents the ultimate sacrifice he must make, a theme that recurs throughout the film. The weight of his choice demonstrates Batman's internal struggle. He is constantly torn between his duty as a hero and his personal connections. This dilemma escalates when the Joker reveals his true nature as a villain who thrives on Batman's ethical boundaries. The moment Batman confronts Joker in the interrogation room highlights their clash. The Joker taunts Batman, insinuating that he'll never be able to kill him, as doing so would sacrifice his own moral code.
The only sensible way to live in this world is without rules. And tonight you're gonna break your one rule.
This philosophical battle makes their encounters not only thrilling, but also intellectually stimulating, elevating the film beyond a mere superhero flick. Last up, we've got Harvey Dent, played by Aaron Eckhart, starts as Gotham's charismatic district attorney and is hailed as the White Knight of Gotham City. His idealism represents the hope for a better Gotham, a stark contrast to the chaos introduced by the Joker. Initially, Dent's character symbolizes everything Batman aspires to achieve through justice and law. However, as the film progresses, Dent's arc takes a tragic turn. The Joker's machinations lead to the tragic disfigurement of Dent, both physically and emotionally. This pivotal moment marks his transformation from the righteous prosecutor to the vengeful anti-hero Two-Face. His descent into darkness is a compelling commentary on the fragility of morality. Dent's infamous coin toss, symbolizing chance and fate, become a chilling embodiment of his newfound nihilism. The once promising White Knight devolves into a vengeful figure who believes in justice only through chaos, mirroring the Joker's influence on Gotham. This tragic arc also emphasizes Batman's failures. He tried to save Dent, but the Joker's influence proves too powerful. As Dent embarks on a violent crusade for retribution, the film underscores that notion that even the brightest symbols of hope can fall, demonstrating that the line between heroism and villainy is really thin. I felt bad for my guy Harvey, because as bright as a light he shone in Gotham, so did his darkness begin to dim it even further once he lost Rachel, and more importantly, his hope and faith in Gotham for it to be a better place. This was reflected in the cops that were no good. Once them and members of their families were harmed by the Joker's men. One of my favorite lines comes up when Alfred and Bruce are talking about Joker, and he says the iconic line, "Some men just want to watch the world burn." Apart from it sounding cool, it perfectly encapsulated the Joker's personality and his way of life. The best scene that shows this is when he burns a massive pile of money that he obtained from Lau right in front of the mobsters. And the way one of the dude's faces dropped when it happened was priceless. I also kind of find it ironic that Harvey was the one who said the iconic line, "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain," which was super fitting in his case. In conclusion, The Dark Knight transcends the superhero genre by exploring profound themes of morality, chaos, and the human condition. The Joker stands as an archetype of chaos, challenging Batman's ideals and forcing him to confront his own limitations. Batman's struggle against this embodiment of anarchy is not merely a physical battle, but a moral one that resonates with audiences long after the credits roll. Meanwhile, Harvey Dent's tragic fall serves as a stark reminder of how easily hope can transform into despair. Ultimately, The Dark Knight is a film that dares to ask tough questions about the nature of good and evil, leaving viewers entertained and introspective. So while it may be easier to just go along for the ride, like the Joker on a chaotic joyride, Nolan's masterpiece invites us to engage with its deeper meanings and perhaps to reflect on our own moral compasses as we navigate the complexities of our world. And let's face it, who doesn't love a good philosophical debate over a bag of popcorn? Thank you guys for watching, and this is Black Sugar 11 out.